Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please, and we're back in Fallout 4, Legends Only Live Once, our no-healing permadeath survival run, with a 100% chance of spawning legendary enemies here at Nuka World, which is pretty much claimed by the raiders. Well, by me, for the raiders. So last time, we were in Kitty Kingdom picking up a bunch of legendary items, but also picking up all those rads, and it was probably a mistake on my part. I think that although there was some really good items dropped, the rads did not make up for it. I would have been able to get through Kitty Kingdom with less rads and just gone back to the Commonwealth, found some random ghouls to slay that were not completely bathing me in radiation as I was doing it. So, let's learn from that lesson. Just because there's legendary enemies does not mean that you need to go out of your way to kill them, if that means that you're going to be making it harder for things down the line. And yes, today we need to finish up Nuka World. I'm off to the bottling plant. We're going to plant a flag, and we're going to be moving back into the Commonwealth. Now, I'm not sure if I want to pretty much rush Nuka World or try to do some things along the way when I'm setting up various outposts. We'll have to see exactly where Shank sends us off to. But yeah, we'll have to play things by ear. The chance of getting sent off to random locations that are a lot more out of the way, yeah, that is something to keep an eye out for. But yeah, we need to get to the Nuka-Cola bottling plant exterior behind it, so let's go to the exterior behind it rather than going inside. So my worry is, by the time we're actually dealing with the main story bits of Far Harbor, as well as Virgil and the Glowing Sea, we are going to be sitting at about 2/3 of our rad meter filled up, and that means only 1/3 of the health bar is going to be available to us. That is a little terrifying, and I'm not quite sure how to work around it at this point. But yeah, let's get the bottling plant taken care of. And yes, I think right now it's 2 and 2. We've got the pack and the pack, and the operators and the operators. So it doesn't really matter. Either way, let's put this place to the operators. And thankfully we've cleared out most of the ways that we'd want to get around Nuka World. And yeah, let's go talk to Gage, and then it's off to Shank, and then it's claim your gang's hull from the bottling plant. Okay, that was pretty quick. I was just there. And all of my handiwork. I'm wondering if it would have been a good idea to pick up the weapons to sell. It looks like they've already despawned. Yeah, the game can remember where corpses were, but not always if they had their weapons out, where the weapons landed. It's a decent value, but it'll be really tedious to get that 15 weight all the way over to the traders constantly.
Nuka World is ours. All of it. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth. I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank.
Okay, there goes the grand tour, and now it's time to deal with Shank and all that silliness going back and forth between the Commonwealth and here, my least favorite part of this DLC, and the reason why I usually just skip the raiders altogether. Okay, Shank, let's get this started.
Look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track.
Let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. Territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. You wanna talk them off their land?
I've got the money. Let's talk them out.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The pack is down 1 from the operators.
The pack.
Sure. I'll get a stake on a string or something. You ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit?
Okay, so we have quite a bit of choice. I do like Abernathy Farm because it's at least close to the exit of Nuka World. Yeah, let's start with Abernathy.
Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
That one's the target.
Ruthless.
Okay, so
Fine with us,
let's be on our way with a bunch of loot. We need to start moving things back into the Commonwealth. And yeah, that's going to take quite a few trips. I think I'm going to take a Psycho buff, the -1 strength addiction, plus the +3 strength from the actual Psycho buff. I think that makes it worth it. I am never going to go without diseases again in this run, am I? Okay, plenty of items, a lot of good stuff that we've picked up from Nuka World, and yeah, the amount of stuff still here is clearly going to be quite a bit. We might leave the junk here until Red Rocket can be made into a little bit of a settlement that we can break things down a little more efficiently. We'll see, but yeah, let's get this stuff back to the Commonwealth, go talk to the Abernathys, and start this very long and tedious adventure of going back and forth. My AP is coming back quicker, and it looks like we finally lost lethargy, so that's good news. So back into the Commonwealth, we have to be careful. Sometimes there's random raiders over at the entrance to Nuka World. So yeah, let's keep on our guard. We are fairly flimsy when it comes to our armor right now. And the brackets didn't shuffle, so I think we're set. Good to be back in the Commonwealth. Now, I think specifically because this place has no people, no nothing, it is essentially a barren settlement that can't be used as one of the settlements supplying the outpost over at Abernathy. I'm going to start sticking a few things in here that are useful, but not entirely essential. Things like Deadeye hunting rifle, instigating weapons, I think I'm going to hold on to just to be sure, but some heavier items I'm going to start just storing in here for safekeeping. And we've just got frag mines at the random spawn. Please be Brotherhood. Please be Brotherhood. Okay, it's Brotherhood. It's good to have the Brotherhood vertibirds in, but yeah, if they're a gunner vertibird flying straight at you, that is something that you'd want to avoid. Okay, and I forget how much it is. Even if it's, 2,000 caps, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Like, you know how I saved you from the raiders? Well,
Hey, you.
times change.
Yeah? Can I help you?
Are you the one in charge around here?
About as much as anyone. Sure. Now, you want to tell me what it is you want?
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
Leave? Thanks. But no thanks. Now, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to go.
Oh, it's only 1,000 caps. That's nothing. Yeah, here.
I'm gonna make this easy for you. Take these caps and go.
Caps? For this? Yeah.
Feel like Blake would have had more attachment to, the place where his daughter is buried, the place that he's, strived to, make into a farm, but nope, he's just off. He's just on his way with 1,000 caps.
I'm going.
That's funny. And we've got the pack, and we've got, I'm assuming, a cleared out Abernathy. Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to do while I'm in the neighborhood is I'm going to actually make the settlement Red Rocket much easier to deal with. The thing with Red Rocket is I was terrified. I was terrified when I was there, and I thought that it was going to be attacked. Well, it was attacked. So I definitely overbuilt it up a little bit into, what is that? Yeah, 106 defense. I'm just going to make things a little more welcoming to anyone who wants to come by in the future. That includes just getting rid of all of these turrets. Just storing them. I'm not breaking them down. Okay, defense of 16, much better. And while I'm here, I might as
Seems
well
to be growing well.
check on the crops. And I swear, there's too many people here. You guys need to get moving. Let's send some people off to Hangman's Alley. Okay, back to Nuka World with the good news. Actually, we need to talk to the gang first. Okay, I'm going to make a quick jet fuel. Actually, a few of them. I have enough flamer fuel sitting around. Because, yeah, I want my action points back even faster, especially as I get more and more tired. So one of those, add to my disease risk pool, but that is fine. After Kitty Kingdom, I think it's going to be at 100%, and with 1% reduction per hour, it's going to take quite a while to get that back down to something reasonable. And we're back on our way to Nuka World.
The Nuka Express monorail.
And the worst part is we have to listen to the whole announcer every single time. We can't just get off at the train station. This is so tedious. I think the worst part is that it puts you off your guard. You're just doing the most tedious thing and you're just kind of on autopilot, but you have to run through the Commonwealth in survival mode, and it gets very dangerous if you start letting your guard down, and it's unfortunate. They really did not playtest this in survival mode, did they? So much running. Okay, Shank, we've got an outpost for you to go to in the Commonwealth. Oh, you're not going? Well, that seems like an oversight on your part.
The Commonwealth. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. Now, like before, the method's up to you.
Sure.
Or you and a crew can introduce.
And let's talk them into it.
Let me talk to them.
Let's just go between the pack and the operators, pretty much.
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats.
Looks like the only choice. Why? Why does it have to be Red Rocket? That's a little unfortunate. Anyway, Red Rocket, truck stop.
Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
Yes, I do. Okay, time to talk them down. Actually, I didn't drop off enough stuff, unfortunately. Let's go pick up some more things. Unfortunately, we're now at Weary, and that's a little bit annoying. Okay, 1 Nuka Grape and 1 Psycho Buff. And let's be on our way as quickly as possible. And there goes Weary. We're almost there. Let's just get 1 more Nuka Grape on. Drop off some stuff here. Let's get the radio transmitter just to save a few caps. Okay, good news. I am back. Bad news, it's because I want to make you provide for Abernathy. I'm here to make you an offer you can't refuse.
This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Doesn't sound like a great offer. Think I'm gonna pass.
How about you and I make a deal? You get this place supplying my people, I'll make it worth your while.
You'll pay me? Yeah. I guess I could do that.
And just like that, yeah, we've lost everything in Red Rocket. I thought we had more choice, frankly. So that's unfortunate. I guess I probably should have moved everything over to these places right here. Yeah, we still have everything right here, but that's just a few things that we lost out on. I think there was a penetrating and a deadeye laser musket. Not the worst, but keep that in mind. In fact, I think I'm going to go back to Sunshine Tidings just on the off chance that it gets selected and it's the only selection, and make sure that I can just move things to a random container. But yeah, back to Shank again. Tedious again. Let's take another jet fuel and drink up, and yeah, try to get back and forth as quickly as possible. Minimize the tediousness. And now I'm exhausted and can't sprint better and better. 1 more Nuka Grape. I want to sprint. Okay, on the off chance this place somehow gets selected, let's just put everything in a container. Okay, not sure which items I have duplicates of back at home base, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I can move everything over to just a regular Assassin's and use that as my go-to weapon going around dealing with the random settlements. I need to sleep. I need to sleep over at Nuka World, I think. And that means I'm going to lose out on the nimble and penetrating and some apparel as well. It's unfortunate. Everything else I'm just going to leave in here, and we can come back to it. Honestly, it might be a good idea to have a combat rifle or something. We'll leave it. We're going to keep things nice and safe, and we can be on our way back here anyway, pick up anything that we need in case we're sent off way deep into the Commonwealth. We don't have vertibirds or anything like that. So, yeah, we're kind of stuck, moving a little bit inefficiently. Once again, waiting and waiting and waiting. Back to being exhausted with the blurry vision and the inability to sprint. Yeah, definitely need to go to sleep.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Were you thinking about throwing an ice cream social too?
Wasn't my first idea. No. Look,
No
boss,
ice cream social,
raiders of the
unfortunately.
Commonwealth, all those mutts understand is force.
And that means we have to go back to Abernathy. And yeah, this is getting a bit tedious. I'm going to sleep because this is ridiculous. I'm not going to be chugging Nuka-Cola any further. I've pushed it to the brink. No, I'm not going to do a gauntlet fight. That is fine. Okay, nimble advance. We're going to take everything off of that. Move everything over to the assassins, including the building a large quick eject magazine. So yeah, let's finally take a bit of a rest. I think I'm going to just go for quite a while, 14 hours, and get us into the night a bit. So the nimble is going away, and I'm not sure I actually used the penetrating maximized laser pistol, but I'm going to count it. I probably pulled it out. I might have used it against a robot. I'm not quite sure. So that's going away. We're going to rely on the Assassin's Advanced 10mm as our go-to, hold on to these other ones, go back to the Sunshine Tidings co-op, and yeah, we're losing out on a few pieces of armor as well. I might just put a rad-powered leather left leg on to help carry a few more things. I'm also going to... yeah, let's put that on. I don't expect to do any fighting. I really am going to try to do like as little fighting as possible. I'm getting that amount of tediousness happening, which causes me to make mistakes. So yes, we're just really making ourselves a busybody and not doing anything like fighting if we can avoid it. Let's take some Nuka-Cola. This will be fun to make into various things. I might need to come back and actually pick up some recipes that I've forgotten about. That will be fine. Let's be on our way. And let's have some gazelle steak and take a few more items. Okay, gazelle steak. That helps out even further. And another jet fuel. Okay, back in the Commonwealth. Let's go talk to some lovely friends down the road, trying to crash a party at Abernathy. So we need the 11 charisma, and we have a great mentats and a day tripper. So that should get us +8 on top of our 3 that we have, and we'll be set. Where are our friends?
Good, you're here. Spotted those dogs not far off. Things are about to get fun around here.
And in the distance, yeah, we've got some lovely lights coming. Before we talk, I do need to down a few drugs. 1 day tripper, 1 great mentats, and a charisma of 11. But let's not talk to them with the dry mouth.
Waste pile that thought you could move your gang into sinners' territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
Because I have literally all the chems.
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Sure, just, keep it. Place was a shithole anyway.
Oh, that was easy. And yeah, we, clearly have such intimidating presence with our vault suit and no armor except one leg piece and a bandana. It's really the bandana that pulls off the whole act.
That'll learn him.
Yes, it will. So we're back to talk to Shank. This is getting a bit much. It's been 2 hours, if anyone's keeping track. Whatever it's been in the video, it's been 2 hours of recording. So, what is left? We have to do 2 more outposts, and then we can move forward with the final bits of Nuka World. And that's a rad storm. That's definitely a rad storm. And taking a rad X right now, I do not have the means to get through a rad storm safely. Let's get into the church. We're right next to the church. This will be fine, this will be fine, this will be fine. There's a seat out here that we can sit in. That would be good too. Pews, can I occupy a pew? Okay. Heavens help me. And we've got Radstorm and no Radstorm. Wonderful. Unfortunately, Psycho Buff is worn off.
Hello. And on behalf of the Nuka-Cola Corporation,
And once again, we're
everyone
waiting
aboard
and
Nuka
waiting
Express monorail
and waiting.
for your own safety.
Okay, Shank. Can you please go to the Commonwealth already?
Heard some rumbles. This one didn't get you either.
Oh no, Shank. I died. I'm a ghost.
Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities. That they've got some things to keep them entertained. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
Please don't.
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has,
Yeah.
might be time I set up shop there.
Yeah.
Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job.
Oh god,
You
finally.
Just let me know if that's something that'd interest you.
Yes, it is.
Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So,
You could have done it a while
anything I
ago.
can do?
I want you to head to an outpost.
Sure thing, boss. Where am I going?
Abernathy Farm. So, I understand why they didn't have Shank at the outpost when the outpost was going to get hit by someone, but they could have had Shank just kind of appear after the fight or something, like saying, okay, I was going to come here anyway and check on things, and that way at least one trip would have been saved. But yes, you're going back to Abernathy Farm.
Suppose I better get a move on then. See you there, boss.
And I think we can talk to him.
Hey, Shank. I want to claim another outpost for our gangs.
Let's just get the first one squared away for now.
Okay, apparently I need to make them happy, the ungrateful bastards. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have wanted to get a lot of this stuff back into the Commonwealth anyway. All these trips at least serve multiple purposes besides just going back and forth talking to Shank. Usually when it comes to Nuka World, I am so far along, it's one of the last episodes before maybe the Mechanist and then the final little bit with whatever faction I'm dealing with. But this time I'm going to get quite a bit of use out of all of the junk, the Nuka-Cola as well. So yeah, at least it served at least a couple of purposes going back and forth. Now with a little bit of rubber and steel, yeah, I'm able to make a few different things. I'm wondering if Nuka Elixir actually doubles up with Medex. That'd be interesting. I might make a couple of these to test that, or just look it up. Okay, Nuka-Side's pretty fun. That's a lot of resources, but maybe just a few of those. And in case I ever need all of the AP back, Nuka Love. Thank you, Evan. Okay, here's Shank, and here's our unhappy settlement. Okay, happiness. More happiness. More happiness. Okay, are we nearly there? I feel like we should be nearly there. I can build more amplifiers. Does that help? Shank, can I please just run jobs now?
It's time we took over another settlement.
Let's just get the first.
Oh my god. Okay, they're at 100%. Make some defenses for them. I don't know. They're a bunch of spoiled brats, but let's talk to Shank and see where we're off to next.
Everything a gang of lowlifes could ask for. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Yes, more outposts.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good to hear. Because what you've made is a foothold. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. So, what's the target?
Okay, where can we go? All over the place. Definitely not Hangman's. I'd want to use that for myself. Nor would I want Oberland Station in there. Taffington Boathouse should be easy enough to get to.
That one's the target.
Of course, boss. Scare them good, boss.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to jump off. This has been going on far too long, back and forth, and I think that this episode is probably only going to reach like maybe the 10 or 15 minute mark at this point. So yes, we'll definitely keep going. Yeah, in moments for you, but in due time for me. I'm going to take a look at how long we've got so far. Now, after a little bit of a break, yes, we're back and off to Taffington Boathouse. And I think, well, actually before then, let's go check on Preston. We have a quest that we've been sitting on for quite some time. We were going to wait until the Brotherhood were in the Commonwealth to tell them the good news about 10 Pines Bluff being on our side. Now, you should be able to complete the Minutemen ending if you've burned all the bridges with the other factions. But I'm not quite sure if he allows you to progress if you still have options when it comes to completing the game with other factions. Let's find out. Preston, how's it been?
What do you want? Did you really think I wouldn't find out about what you've been doing? The last thing the Commonwealth needs is another gang of raiders.
Honestly, I didn't think you would have much issue finding out, seeing as you can literally see the settlement that I indentured to Abernathy Farm, and you can almost see, well, yep, you can definitely see the pylon that I've used for a new raider base. So yes, I did not think that I'd be fooling you.
I'm the leader of the gang. The Commonwealth is ours now.
The Commonwealth will never belong to scum like you.
Okay, yeah, Preston does not want to chat, unfortunately.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
What do you want?
Now, seeing as Red Rocket is indentured now, I'm thinking to slowly move some of the items that I've got here over to Starlight, maybe, just as a secondary place. I think I'm going to keep taking Psycho Buff just to help me out with that carry capacity, and we might as well have a Gazelle Steak as well. Yeah, these will be good to have around. We've got plenty of weapons just sitting here that I thought that I wouldn't really need whatsoever, but as a backup, I think that just having these around might be a good idea. So over at Starlight, let's just drop a few things in here. So yeah, in the little intermission that we had, I took a look at the various things you can do with settlements owned by raiders, something that I don't really partake in very often just because I usually save Nuka World to the very end of the game. And yeah, there's some interesting things that I might explore. One thing I didn't even really realize was apparently all of the settlements that are owned by raiders are actually automatically linked with supply chains. So the resources from one can be used in any of the raider settlements. So yeah, the settlements being linked up with the Wasteland Warlord perk or whatever, that could be pretty useful, saving some charisma and actually getting it so I don't have to spend a point into the local leader. But yeah, nice safe trip to Taffington, and we should be dealing with just a few people that need to be talked off their land, unfortunate as it is.
Something I can do for you?
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
I think I'm gonna have to ask you to go.
But what if I gave you a bunch of money?
I'm gonna make this easy for you. take these caps and go.
Caps? For this? Yeah, fine.
Thankfully, I usually have tons of caps in this, but I'm down to 7,360, which feels just a bit strange. So this place is the operators, and we've got the next stage a little bit of, and that's a tiny amount of experience, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure this is linked up with the Abernathy farm. I'm not entirely sure because I have plenty of junk in my inventory. But yeah, let's get some defenses up. Let's get some beds. Make sure that these raiders aren't incredibly unhappy. Okay, plenty of things for the raiders to have fun with, and I think we'll just do a quick little scrap, head back to Shank, and get maybe our last outpost set up. So just retracing our steps some more. And for once, I don't think I'm going to be helping out Trudy, since now that I'm a raider, it feels a little wrong taking the side of the poor defenseless shopkeeper over there. Plus, she'll do fine by herself.
Hey, boss.
Okay, Shank.
Just one more outpost to claim. So, where you want to do this?
So I was thinking for this last one, Hangman's Alley would not actually be that bad of an idea if I can actually start linking up these settlements automatically just by them being raider controlled. So Hangman's Alley, I would be able to drop off various bits and pieces of junk. And if I store it over here at Abernathy or at Taffington or anywhere else that I set up a raider base, that would make it so I don't need to get my charisma up and into local leader. So unfortunately, that means that I'm only going to have the weapon workbench there, but that is the key bit. I'm going to be getting legendary weapons, and I'm going to need to be able to move them up to their highest potential. Armor, on the other hand, most of what it's going to be giving me is simply part of the legendary effect, and I won't need to be constantly upgrading every single bit of armor to its maximum potential. So let's make Hangman's Alley a raider base.
Sure that's the one?
Yes, it is.
That one's the target.
Ruthless.
Okay, so a few things. We'll need to make sure that the next area that we actually turn into a place supplying our outposts, we, like Oberland Station, we definitely take all the loot out and make sure that it's in containers that I can access, even if that's just in the same location or whatnot, that's fine. But yeah, I definitely don't want to lose out on a bunch of junk that I've stored there. So we might start picking up some of that along the way. We shall see. But yeah, going to go the long way, pretty much over to Drumline Diner, then down the main road to the south. Nice and safe. Actually, Roach King. I'm not sure if it's nice and safe. Looks like we've got raiders, just normal raiders. Yeah, let's take them out. Nice and easy. If they're going to be in my way, I don't want to have to deal with them. Surprised that they were normal. Actually, now that I'm back in the Commonwealth, I'm wondering if I need to change the mod back to the Commonwealth. Every single thing's replaced by a legendary, as opposed to making the chance of spawning a legendary 100%. Yeah, that might be a thing I need to do. I'll look into that between parts. First, let's get back to Hangman's Alley, make it into our raider base, and then head back to Shank, tell him the good news, and he'll tell me some bad news. Yeah, we've got Reggie, Blataria. I'm just going to avoid him, because going up against Reggie with this gun is not what I consider a good idea. But yeah, none of the other rad roaches seem to be legendary, so we'll just have to re-enable the other mod that makes 100% of the enemies replaced by their legendary variants, as opposed to making the legendary spawn chance 100%. Actually, let's go a little ways out of the way. First to Overland, pick up as much stuff as we can, and then back to Hangman's Alley. Okay, so I'm just going to drop the heavy items that I have in my inventory right now, and then pick up everything that I can from the workbench. Actually, I believe that I specifically got most of the light stuff anyway, so this is not going to help out too much. In fact, it might make me lose some random mole rat teeth. And just to check, since it's been way too long, we've got, yeah, some beer bottles, Molotovs, but in here, just take a quick look. Some decent items. Now, the rule that was instigated right before heading off to Nuka World was that I would drop weapons after a sleep cycle if they were used. Any weapons or armor, in fact. But I'm seeing quite a bit of weapons over at Starlight and a few here, and I definitely have some more back at home plate. So I'm wondering if I need to amend that rule a little bit and maybe say no to just a few of those weapons, make things a little more scarce when it comes to my weapon situation. See if I can't do some hunting for new legendary items as I go forward. We'll consider it, but yeah, let me know if you think that the amount of weapons that I have just sitting around in the Commonwealth is a bit much, especially after all the ghouls that I was getting weapons off of over at Kitty Kingdom made things a little more simple for me. It's definitely something over there. Okay, legendary operators, my friends. The thing about my friends is they have legendary weapons, and they don't really mind that I shoot them as long as I'm in hidden. So I'm just going to actually do that unless they're going to go off and start a fight with someone. Which looks like that's the case. Okay, well, we got two. Let's take a quick peek at them. Okay, someone has a missile launcher, which is not great news. Or unyielding. I feel like the amount of unyielding that I've got is a little bit worrying. And something poisoners, I'm not going to take it because, yeah, it's armor. Let's not even mess around with it. But slowly back off and let that last operator deal with things. I think I see a raider walking down the road. Yep, raider scum. They go down. Again, not legendary. I really need to get the mod back enabled for legendary enemies. Good news, I still have money, which means you get to live.
Hey, you. There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
Leave? Thanks, but no thanks.
Uh-huh.
And 500 caps, nice and easy.
I'm gonna make this easy for you.
Okay. It's a raider base, and it is now an operator raider base. And yeah, it does look like we've got Wasteland Warlord perk. We get to do the dealers now, which is fun. And level up from Home Sweet Home, which is just wonderful. And now it's time for power play, clearly. And a couple things to consider, but not really. So we could just be on our way to talk to Shank, but yeah, level up at 5. 4 level ups for us to play with is looking pretty nice. Gonna stop by Diamond City quick like while I'm in the neighborhood. And we might as well talk to Valentine while we're here as well.
You're back, and not with your son. What happened?
Oh, Nick, it's been wonderful. I went off to Nuka World. I was able to become overboss. I cleared out all the parks, and now the Raider gangs just love me so much, and nothing could ever go wrong. Oh, yeah, there's also the fact son with the Institute.
You were right, Nick. Kellogg took my baby. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute, and like that would have had access. In and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
Uh-huh.
If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari.
I'll head there on my own.
All right. See you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back.
Okay, Dangerous Minds started. And looking at my weapons here that I left in the Commonwealth at Diamond City, yeah, I think we are more than set when it comes to where we are with everything. Maybe we just say Starlight Drive-In, Overland Station, and pretty much everything else outside of this location right here and what I brought back over to Sunshine Tidings is off limits. That makes sense to me. This is what I wanted, and I think we're doing just fine. And I think it's finally time to bust out a few bits of Assassin's gear. And maybe one chess piece for the cunning. And I think that's everything we'll need for armor. So I think what I want to do is grab a few things that I've been sitting on now that I can work on a few of my items. Let's take some science. Gun nut rank 4. Probably a rank of rifleman or gunslinger. Those could both be useful. But yeah, let's work on our Assassin's Automatic Radium Rifle. Move that over to an advanced receiver. Definitely get the suppressor on there. We're low on screws, unfortunately. Okay, just some random screws, and I'm carrying too much. Quick, like, get that into here. And we'll go over to the recoil compensating stock for this one. Comes pretty heavy, all things considered. No screws for the large quick eject magazine, but that is fine. Okay, so for the Assassin's Advanced Radium Rifle, it's not going to be a good VATS weapon. What we'll have to do with that is just take some jet, line up the shots that way, and pretty much, I think, yeah, we'll have to get rid of the Assassin's Advanced 10mm if we want to... Well, actually, we're not even sleepy yet. It's been very strange. We only have parasites and insomnia, and so not having to sleep a bunch more often and not having my 50% reduction in action points, it's been just a little bit silly, I think, but I shouldn't be complaining. It's definitely been nice. Okay, so we definitely have the Assassin's Pistol ready for us, the Radium Rifle, and some gear. And we're not sleepy whatsoever, so we should be able to make it to Shank and then back to Nuka World immediately. I'll take some 308 rounds and stop by Sunshine Tidings just to make sure that there's not something over there that I want. And our running simulator continues to go off without a hitch, and yeah, this is a pretty boring part. I've just been running around the Commonwealth in the path of least resistance over and over and over, getting to be a bit tedious. But we've nearly made it back to Abernathy, or formerly known as Abernathy's Farm. And here Shank is with some good news.
Hey, Shank.
Boss, I just got word. You need to get back to Nuka World. Now. The disciples have turned on us. Nisha didn't like how you were handing out new territory. Now she and her crew have gone and stormed Nuka World's power plant. The other bosses are waiting on you before they move in. You need to get back there before these turncoats do something stupid. Well, something else stupid.
And there we go. We have a rank of tired, just as we were talking to Shank there. And what we've got to do is get back to Nuka World. And here I was about ready to do an outro, and I decided might as well take a look at really how much footage we've got. So edited things down, and yes, we have plenty of time to go off to the power plant and confront Nisha. Yeah, let's go deal with those dang disciples and get a nice ending to this episode that has been oh so tedious to get through. Now, despite having all these wonderful weapons to choose from, I think we'll just keep it with the two Assassin's weapons, the 10mm and Radium Rifle. These should do enough, hopefully. I will take a few more 4-5 rounds just in case. Actually, one thing I might as well do... Yeah, we have an Assassin's Combat Armor chest piece. I think that that's a good enough thing to grab. So we're at 75% damage reduction from humans, just in case we're taking fire from some raiders. Okay, and here at Nuka World, we should be hearing a little bit of gunfire. I'm gonna be prepared. Let's put on the Assassin's gear. Yeah, we're actually low on water, unfortunately. So we'll actually need to make some up before we get going, because 8 water is not enough. Everyone seems pretty chill. I'm surprised that there hasn't been any... Okay, someone's not doing their job in destroying the disciples. Unless the disciple decided to actually win. Just take the headshot. Still in caution. Come on, it should be 2 versus 1. And I even cleared out some of the disciples over there. Operators, do your job. We've got Pack, we've got Pack. We should be fairly safe. But of course, any time you're walking through a war zone, it just doesn't really matter how safe and secure and careful you are. Bullets start flying and they might start hitting you. Let's try to move up quickly. Yeah, I did clear out plenty, but I doubt that I got everyone when it comes to the random disciples. Yep, there's definitely disciples still, guys. Come on. See, right there. Easy peasy. We've got an operator scaver who is remarkably chill. Are you not surrounded by people? Or did you finish them off without taking a shot? Pretty impressive if so. Okay, I really hope that I left purified water here, because if not, well, we'll have to make some up, I suppose, because I'm almost certain that I left dirty water here. Unfortunately, I had enough carry capacity and trips back and forth. I thought that I had left purified water here, or dirty water here. That's kind of unfortunate. I believe I've thoroughly exhausted the bottles. Okay, let's go to the market. They should have re-upped their supply. Hopefully the disciples in there are nice and easy to take care of. And, oops. Yep, probably should have seen that one coming. Everyone is very calm, despite the fact that there's random gunfire happening. Okay. Are we calm? Are we good? Hopefully. I think we're fine. And Shelby has that sweet 3 purified water. Wonderful. 3 purified water from Mackenzie. Maddox. Okay, Maddox is just spoiling me. 6 purified water and more Calmex silk. And there goes a whole lot of caps, but that is really quite good when it comes to the what it does for me. You know what, I'm just going to save the various antibiotics and stuff for when I'm taking a Great Mentats, getting a better deal on a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, down to 4,500 caps. This is a strange feeling, to be sure. So with purified water in hand, we need to go off to the power station and finish up this episode. Let's get that done, and yeah, I think it would be useful to have more adrenaline, but... Oh, that's a disciple that's still around. 95% chance should be fine. Why did you not warn me? Gage, are you not on my side? Traitor, chill out. Yeah, Gage is just over there eating noodles. Okay. Yes, with more and more disciples just popping up, let's try to avoid them, but also be quick enough to get there before we run into any issues with our tiredness. I know we just picked up a rank of tired a little bit ago, so we should be fine, but it is constantly wearing on me, having to drop good weapons, so I want to get as much use out of them as possible. So we've already killed the ants over here, and if we just hug the wall, we should be pretty safe. Now that we've reached the north entrance, we should probably be prepared for a random encounter. This location over by Galactic Zone always has a random encounter, but usually it's friends versus enemies. And this time it looks like Pack are the friends, and I'm not going to stick around to see who are the enemies. Yep, we've got the legendary Pack people doing some shooting. Does not concern me as long as I can pass this little area without getting shot. Now we just have to worry about the ghouls, which are normal ghouls. That's fine, I suppose. Yep, more normal ghouls. The Reavers, one shot takes them down nice and easy. And another one. Back into hidden. I think that's everything. For the ghouls, at least. There's cave crickets over there. Ouch. That's a cave cricket hunter that would take a whole lot of shots to go down. That's actually not great. Okay, I'm going to take a rank of rifleman. I've been sitting on an extra one beyond my fake level up into rad resistance. The rifleman should help with the armor and the damage on the non-automatic radium rifle. Or not really at all, apparently. That didn't seem to change that much. I guess it was a small bar in the first place. Okay. Maybe more adrenaline would have been warranted, but everything can be solved by Psycho and Jet. So let's just take a Psycho buff and a Jet fuel, and we'll probably have to take a Jet here in a second. But unfortunately, yeah, there's a few things we're low on. I noticed Med-X is only at 1, Jet is only at 3. So take the Jet fuel. Luckily, we have Psycho Jet at 13. It's not great. I usually use a whole lot of Jet when it comes to my fights. Okay, we'll take one of them out first. Easy one shot. The other one, multiple shots. And apparently I can't hit to save my life, but he's moving incredibly slowly. Okay, whatever. Maybe being on top of that was enough to throw him off a little bit. I don't know. Charged Knuckles I can do without. And Fortifying Combat Armor left leg. Might as well take it for the strength and for some armor to have just in case we need it. Even though Rad Powered is now more beneficial to me just because I'm getting 2 strength out of it. But we've got random spawn and ants, so let's check on the random spawn. And, oh, it's a lot of cave crickets. I don't have the distance. They're kind of on top of a hill. Let's just sneak on by. Staying hidden, staying hidden. Luckily, our agility is decent enough. Let's get to Mags, William, and Mason. We need to start considering how to deal with the power plant. We do not have time for this. I'd like it to be as dark as possible, but I'm not going to be able to make it to really the actual fighting up the road in the dark. It's already getting sunny. Thankfully, they've cleared out the ghouls, so quick like, how's it going, guys?
I knew that nut job would turn on us sooner or later.
I can't leave this place for 5 minutes without everything going to hell.
If you're looking to blame someone, it better not be us.
She's as good as dead.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear.
Let's do this.
Mason, you need to open your mouth if you want to howl. That's not how you howl. Okay, whatever. So, let's get a little bit of a head start on them. There's going to be an uphill battle, quite literally, for them to get by the disciples. There's grenades, there's explosions, there's a lot of bullets, I'm guessing, and the disciples will probably be legendary. I don't think they're spawned in a weird way, but well, my first thought was to pretty much do a wide flank to the north, but all of a sudden there's a legendary Alpha Deathclaw in the way. Which is not what I'd call a good idea to take on. And he decided to go that way. Okay, maybe we can sneak by the Deathclaw. That's a phrase I would like to avoid saying, but this might be a good time. The further north we can get, the further we are from the explosions, the bullets, the whatnot, but the map does end pretty quickly here. Yikes. Okay, yeah, I know there is a Deathclaw. We have to be careful around the Deathclaw. Do not want a repeat of the Gator Claw incident with just a bunch of rocks taking off 30 HP at this point. And we've got gunfire. Mags and Mason are pretty much right in between me and the Disciple. So we need to skedaddle. We need to move because bullets flying past them will go towards me. And those explosions are what I want to avoid the most. And we can't go that way. Yeah, the map does not go very far up there, and there's Disciples right over there. And the sun's rising. We're going to lose sneakiness by the second. We need to get around this just a little more quickly. I think we're fine. Yeah, they're focusing down there. They're not looking this way. Let's just make our way over here. Now, if you don't have power armor and you want to make sure you have a nice easy time with dealing with the enemies, you can get them to run around if you just take some shots, but I see a couple. But yeah, we can start killing these Disciples. We can start killing... I mean, Nisha's right there. Yeah, let's take care of Nisha, but that's a headshot that does not do a lot of damage. Actually, it might just be time for our Calmex Silk. We have 8 of them. We can always go back to Maddox and get more. Yeah, let's do that. Severely dehydrated. I knew that was going to happen eventually. Let's get anything else that we want going on inside the power plant because we still need to get up to the top. So orange mentats. And screw it. Let's throw on a Radex just for good measure. I'm not quite sure what the rad situation indoors is, and I never give it much mind anyway. And purified water to even things out. Okay. Looking better. 2 headshots should do it. We might even be able to close the distance ever so slightly for 2/3 of her health. And we can start the fight with the people up top. Nice and safe down here. I say nice and safe. If we take more than 1 shot, we will have pretty much no cover whatsoever. No way to really retreat or anything, so... yeah, be worried. Be very worried. Give it a little more time, and we'll take a second shot just when they cool off. Or miss entirely. Headshot. You took a stim pack or something, didn't you? Why did you do that, Nisha? This is a no healing run. Come on. Play by the rules. Okay, before she takes another one, let's take a headshot on her. We've given it enough time. We just need to hit it. Okay, that's weird. I think it's actually resetting her health or something. Because I'm not seeing the stim pack animation. And... okay, we need to take her out before she goes back into not in caution for us. Oh, and the headshot is abysmal. Okay, something strange is happening. Luckily, the gang leaders are still having issues down there. Nisha is... okay, head's looking better again, but now they're looking down that way, which is less good. Look this way for me. And maybe, just maybe, we can get a headshot that finishes her off. Once again, no. It's like I'm not getting my sneak attack or something. What? What? Why? Why danger? Why? How did you find me? What the heck was that? Is it the sun? I went from caution to danger so freaking quickly. Because there was a fight over there? That was just like 30 health out of nowhere. We're at 222 out of 373. Oh, that's brutal. We need to be able to take her out, but the headshot is just not doing anything. Okay. Goes the distance just a little bit. See if we can't get that damage increased, because we can definitely do more damage by a little bit if we just get a little closer. The range on this thing is abysmal. Okay, on second thought, I'm wasting time. I'm wasting resources. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Psychojet is the answer to literally everything. So, shot, 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 shot. Go down already. Okay, that's Nisha done. Thankfully, no one up there seemed to have explosive weapons or missile launchers or anything. But that was not a good play. That was 30 damage that I didn't need to take. Psychojet, Psychojet, Psychojet. I guess that was just Jet, but still, Jet. Jet is the answer. And as it gets ridiculously bright. Yeah, we need to figure out how to deal with this. I want to clear them out a little bit more, but they're running way down there. This is just not working out for me. Screw it. More Jet. Always the answer. How many shots does it take? Several, apparently. Well, we took out 2. And there's one more. We could just get a lucky headshot. And somehow the raider bosses still have not made it up here all this time. That is really pathetic on their part. Okay, screw it. I think there's only 1, maybe 2 up there. We'll deal with it when we deal with it. We're sitting on Calmec Silk running out on us. Let's get in here. Get moving. 30 damage. Not a good start to the power plant. Okay, we need to move because inside the power plant, the bosses are going to definitely catch up. Just deal with the ghouls. That's fine. And yeah, the power plant, I don't know it as well as I should, but a lot of problems with the power plant stem from the fact that it is just chaos, chaos, chaos. There's a lot of fighting happening. And we've got Rotting Feral over there. The raider bosses are going to come in, and they can't go down.
What was that?
Legendary Disciple. That was just a legendary disciple right there. Nope. Taking him out. And taking the other one out if I can. Okay. Just get through this. We need to re-up our water again. Down to a not great amount of water. We need to move quickly. If we don't move quickly, the raider bosses, Mags, William, and Mason are going to catch up. And they're going to get stuck in a fight like they just got stuck in earlier. And we won't be able to help effectively with explosions and whatnot around. Does a body shot do it or not? Oh, just barely not. I missed. Oh, is there someone right behind me? Please, not someone right behind me.
There's no escaping.
I don't know where they are. We need to move quicker. Okay, I was definitely out of Jet there. I tried to use Jet as instinctually pressing the button. Did not work, so Psychojet. We've got 13. We're moving on to you.
Show yourself.
No, this is not ideal. One up there. 95. I'll just take the 95. Thank you. At least it's not super bright in here. Don't take the turret out immediately.
Run off? No one likes a quitter.
Show yourself. Thank you. Now turret can go down. That's everyone right here. 30 damage. I keep thinking, if I didn't have my assassin's gear, that would have been multiplied by 4. Would have been brutal. Oh, you had a missile launcher. A troubleshooter's missile launcher. Great. Good. I'm really glad that there was a missile launcher person right around here. Good, good, good. Okay. Maybe the raider bosses are just stuck outside. I did not want it to turn into a Nick Valentine rescue where they're constantly going down, causing chaos. Especially because you can't just do what I do and bring Nick Valentine down. They are not essential to you. They are essential only when dealing with the other raiders. You will definitely kill the raiders if you bring them down yourself. Gun. I'm ready for Barry Mentats. I think Barry Mentats is... I really need to get just a little more adrenaline. I would have been actually able to just shoot them with my 10mm one shot. Let's go over to the radium rifle. Take him out. Plasma infused. Not a big fan of the lever action. Oh. Hello. Don't mind me. Oh, thankfully a level up. Okay, another one. Calmex Silk is doing a good job here. I don't even want to know how many shots it would take to bring these people down. Another shot for you. They are none the wiser. Turret right behind me is what's causing the issue. Let's go take it out. Oh, never mind. There's one right there. You go down. Turret. But you were... Oh. There's one right there. Danger. And Jet, and I don't know where they can see me and where they can't. This is actually not great. We are in danger from raiders. Okay, back into caution. Turret's just right over there. Thankfully, Psycho Jet lasts quite a while. There you are. Okay, I'm really considering Barry Mentats. Really quite considering it right now. I'm gonna grab it just because it's so weightless, and I don't know. Deep down, I do kind of want to do a little bit of melee in this run. Feel like I'm gonna have plenty of level ups by the end. I'm already at level, what am I? 45. Yep, level 45. Okay, there you are. Let's take care of you. Is that finally everyone around here? Hopefully it is. VATS Enhanced Boxing Glove, I can definitely say no to. Hunters, I'm not going to use the... I don't think so. And Poisoners, probably not. Much as I need more legendaries than I did before Nuka World, I think I can do without those. I think we're approaching the beginning again. We're wrapping towards the south, and... Where... Yeah, so that's the entrance. There's a disciple. Mags, William, and Mason, my wonderful friends, never bothered showing up, which actually works wonderfully for me.
Who?
Who, what, where, when, why... Why are you freaking out? Oh no. They finally showed up. Okay, Oh. Does someone have a... You have a... Okay, I want that. I was waiting for either a Gatling laser or something like... Something ridiculous to show up. Where? Oh. Take him out. We're losing our Calmex Silk or something. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You guys tried to throw grenades at me. Oh, I am so ready to just end you. Okay, okay, okay. It's fine. It's fine. The raiders are taken care of. We've got a lucky Gatling laser. that's fun enough to take. It's only weight 20. Psycho buff is worn off. Jet fuel is worn off. Pretty sure everything is worn off except Calmex Silk. Okay, so somehow still had Calmex happening, but anyway, let's take our Gazelle Steak to help things out, and another Psycho buff, and jet fuel, and water, and everything apparently. We are running low on a whole lot right now. It's fun having sparse resources. This is a different sort of game than I normally play. Instigating missile launcher. Mutant Slayer's Switchblade, definitely not. I mean, I'm really quite tempted. I'm gonna hold on to it for now. It's just stupid enough to be interesting. Okay, and Cavalier's packed stuff, and it's gonna get too heavy for things now. Okay, it's still the same sleep cycle as the rad powered, so I'm just gonna wear that for now. Hopefully we're done with our... You're definitely a ghoul that needs to go down. Not legendary. Yeah, we're definitely done with a lot of our enemies that we need to face down, except maybe one or two up here, so I might just take a stealth boy. We'll have to see. And it turned into a rainy day, which I'm fine with. The only thing we need to do is keep an eye out for whoever is still about. Early there is someone. Is there no one? Seems kind of strange. I would assume there is someone. I'm gonna take these things. Are we sure there's no one? In brackets, shuffled just a little bit much. Okay, stop. Mags, Mason, don't sneak up on me. That's no fun. Hunter's Ripper. It's a Ripper, so that's fun. I'm gonna take it. Just maybe to tease you that I'm eventually going to use some melee weapons, if anything else. But with that, we've killed Nisha. We've got disciples still doing their things. Just screw you. Okay. Messy. Messy as anything. A lot of waste when it comes to my health bar. But we've done it. We've been able to get to the power plant, kill Nisha, and turn on the frickin' power to Nuka World. That is worth something, I suppose. I always try to line it up so it happens at night, but past few runs, I swear, I have not lined it up correctly. Okay, that is Nuka World, and a pleasure it has been. I don't think there's any good way to hop down without getting fall damage, so I'm not going to try. But yeah, no clear-cut way of getting back down safely, so we'll just have to go through the plant again and talk to Gage. Yeah, this has been a tough episode. It's been long, it's been tedious. Yeah, and because of the multiple recording sessions, I probably rushed the end a little bit. Wanted to take out Nisha nice and easy. Let's go talk to Gage. Let's end Nuka World on a happy note. That means I still have to get back to Gage, which is a job in of itself. Okay, we still got legendary disciples and whatnot. Just not sure what to do with themselves. Hopefully that's all of them. Still can't believe everyone was so inept at their jobs that they couldn't take down just a few random enemies for me. Dang shame. There's a nocturnal plasma rifle. That's actually not bad. I'm going to take that and drop something that I'm not interested in. Yeah, the lever action rifle, I just am not a fan. I'm going to drop that. Just not really for me. Wait, did William get stuck? William, why are you here? Okay, let's get back to Gage and tell him the good news. Caution. Caution, caution, caution. Danger. We're danger. Oh, we've got an army of cave crickets. Taking them out, 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 taking them out. Okay, anything else? Bats, help me out. Nothing? That's what I wanted to hear. It is too bright for this. Running by all of this nonsense. Still in caution, and I don't know if it's from the cave crickets or something else. Nothing on the vats, so let's just keep moving. They're still fighting. Okay, I think we're safer. Not necessarily safe, just a little safer. Oh. Gunners. Running by this situation entirely. You guys really should have dealt with them by now. I just want to get back home, tell Gage the good news, and yeah, it's probably getting on a little bit this episode from adding the power plant there at the end. A fun, exciting way to end, I believe, but yeah, it definitely was a little more complicated than I expected. Are we sure that all the disciples are dealt with? Hopefully. Okay, Gage seems chill
Nuka
enough.
World, all lit up. It's goddamn beautiful.
Come on, Gage. Don't start getting all misty on me.
Hey now, no need to get personal.
Sounds like we still have plenty of trouble to get into.
Then I guess that does it, boss. You point the way and the gangs will follow. There's plenty of caps out there just waiting to be taken. And as long as you keep bringing them in, we'll have your back.
So, we've got the operators and the pack, Ace Operator and Pack Alpha. That is good to see. Power play is complete. Ace Operator, your stealth is increased while in shadows, and you deal more damage with silenced weapons. And Pack Alpha, damage resistance is greatly increased, and deal more damage while unarmed or using melee weapons. So damage resistance is the good thing there. But yeah, I think that is enough. We were able to clear out the power plant of Nisha after setting up so many settlements. And yes, it took hours and hours of recording, but I think I'm going to be able to splice this down into something a little more reasonable. One part, the end of Nuka World, and the beginning of whatever's next. So yeah, we're going to be having to take a look around a few places before we leave Nuka World. There's a few things I'll probably want to look into. A couple things actually in the comments pointed me towards an idea or two. And yeah, we're overtired from lack of sleep, carrying too much, can't run. Good, good, good. Okay, drop the missile launcher for now. That's fine. But yes, next time we're going to finish up Nuka World for real, and then back into the Commonwealth. And I've got a lot on my plate. The good news is, well, we've got raider settlements that we can actually use for the rest of this game and make some more, get some benefit out of it. Doing Nuka World early in the run, we haven't even seen Virgil yet. Yeah, that is definitely different from how I normally do things. I don't think it was efficient by any means. I definitely put myself in some extra danger. So yeah, definitely going to enjoy the perks of being the overboss, but we've got plenty left to do in the Commonwealth for this Legends Only Live Once run. Yeah, and the health bar, it's not looking too hot right now. Usually, if this was towards the end of a run and I was in Nuka World, at this point, I'd feel pretty good, but not having made it into the Glowing Sea even once yet, I am not as confident as I usually am. So, we'll see if we can do anything to level the playing field against all the legendary enemies of the Commonwealth, but that is definitely for later. Until then, I've been Keith, this has been Game to Please with Fallout 4 Legends Only Live Once. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, farewell.